Now it is beginning of June. All trees become green, a little honey harvest began. Our experimental families lost their queens and growing new, allowing us to monitor the signals appearing in the families when it has not fertilized queens or when it has queen cells. These two hives are offshoots that are parts of our two old experimental hives. They have fertile queens, which we took off from the main families 1 week before. Now there are small families with fertilized queens. Using these small families, we will check the new tools using which we will monitor readiness of the bees to accept new queens and will control the process of their reception. To begin, we take queens off in the both families and start to control the process using readiness control mode. First window have indicators with arrows, and second have more convenient for prolonged monitoring tool, a chart reflecting temporary changes in values which are displayed on the left indicator of the first window of readiness control mode. This device shows a tendency of the family between normal state and feeling of queenless. When the bees will feel the absence of their queen as much as possible, bee hive work partially or completely subside, and our differential indicator will indicate that the work is not the main thing in the life of this family, and most important thing is the loss of the queen. So we're expecting. And here is a signal. Though it is highly pulsating, but moving from the negative white part of the chart to the positive red part. We see a long red interval. This is the maximum sensation of queenless by the family. We run an experiment on a small family with a small number of bees working in the field, and therefore our signals are clean and clearly visible, just like in the manual. A large number of bees working with honey reduce values of signals on indicators and graphics. If you want to replace the queen during the honey harvest in a large, actively working family, then you must be prepared to ensure that you will not see all signals so clearly. It is possible that it will not even reach the positive side of the chart. In this case, you need to focus simply on the maximum values displayed by indicators and graphics. So the queenless signal begins to subside. Now we see that it was a maximum of feeling of queenless. It is high time to implant a new queen. We do not have new queens, so we will just put them not to their native hives. On the screen you can see how bees running to the cage with the queen a few seconds after it touch the frames. It happens every time when the queen is given to family at the correct time. We continue to control. We start acceptance control mode. This is a kit of instruments that will allow you to see how the signals of a positive attitude arise and the signals of feeling queenless and associated with it negative excitation signals subsides. With the positive reception, they gradually subside, however, never staying completely still. In this hive, queen was placed from this hive, and vice versa. The only difference is one. In this hive, queen was placed as it was recommended by Woods at the beginning of recession of queenless signal, and here it is clearly and quickly accepted. In this hive, we placed the queen at the beginning of queenless signal peak, when it was just in the beginning of formation. We just placed queens simultaneously. In this beehive, queen is not accepted yet. That is, once again confirms words of Mr. Woods that the best time to place new queen to the family the beginning of recession of queenless signal. When a signal only at the beginning of the formation, the queen is accepted worse and acceptance takes more time. We will continue to monitor this family. The queen will stay in the cage for some time. And in the hive, where the reception was fast, queen will be letted out directly to combs. Here we see the perfect variant. A strong signal of acceptance of the new queen on the left indicator, and then a gradual calming of the hive, which is evident by the fact that all the indicators are gradually shifted to zero or to minimum values. Gradually, the hive fades and returns to normal working state with normal working signals, but now all signals slightly weaker than the normal force. So our procedure is finished, and the only thing we need is to control the acceptance of queens 1 or 2 days later using our device in general condition control mode, or if you want, using personal inspection of the hives.